fire that Aegis was against BMW, and yet Shaneak still switched straight back to Inkling for the set against Mazebean. So we're going to do that again. Shaneak, Inkling, and Piplup, Greninja. We've got the South Coast against Wales, starting now.
Wow, Greninja using those nairs really well, has Piplup throughout this afternoon, but not going to be able to win the first exchange as Shaneak really combining well and forcing Piplup off stage using the substitute on the splat bomb. That might happen a few times in this set.
But all right, we get a nair going from Greninja, and usually that was going to lead into something, but maybe too much rage, or just wasn't ready to choose the appropriate follow-up, was Piplup. There's another one, and it doesn't lead into anything else, but you know what, you're still doing damage at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think there's damage there, but I think the positioning of Shaneak is really good. It's forcing Piplup to just not be able to get the right conversions with that nair, and the cross-ups maybe a little bit more needed from Piplup, but look at that, good up-air combination from Shaneak to force Piplup into a bad situation. Again, another substitute. We're going to see a lot of that in this set. That's already twice in the first 57 seconds.
And in both cases, angling it downwards, I think because it's the hardest to react to, because it spawns so close above you. If you do it from the left or right, you might be able to shield in time. So I guess that's the optimal choice, even if it's worse than knockback. But the knockback of Shaneak's splat bomb is significant enough to take that first stop.
Manages to catch Piplup with a down tilt and just a simple attack off stage when Piplup's in disadvantage. It's going to send him to the blast zone first stop, take it for Shaneak. Piplup trying to respond in his own way, and he has that with a down tilt to up smash. It's really the bread and butter of Greninja, and manages to try and even things up here as Shaneak sends Piplup into the blast zone again, trying to use that splat bomb and keep Piplup in the corner. Look at this combination from Shaneak, just opting not to get another up air after the first one and using another aerial to send Piplup to the left-hand side.
Yep, so now, okay, a very brave roller.
Yeah.
Not sure what Shaneak was aiming for. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he just wanted to put some ink on the ground to slow Piplup down. Greninja, one of the fastest characters in the game after all, and excellent at getting up high with the perhaps #1 jump in the game behind maybe Falco at best.
Yeah, and just something for Shaneak to watch out for is those down tilts. Piplup's looking, look at that. Great response. The roller, it only came out a few times, but it's already caught Piplup there and taking the second stop very quickly. And I was about to say, Shaneak just has to watch out for the down tilt of Piplup. There's a few cases where Piplup is baiting and waiting, doing one, waiting for that buffet air dodge to just punish it again. It happened in a few cases. Shaneak managed to get away with it. Oh, nearly gets punished there with an up smash again, but can respond really well. Splat bomb. Oh, Piplup goes to recover and get the substitute on the splat bomb again.
No way, though.
Pressure, absolute pressure from Shaneak, forcing a mistake from Piplup. The nerves getting to him there off stage and getting the slight hit on ledge. Buffers some sort of air dodge and just falls all the way into the blast zone. PS2 not going to be able to recover. Game 1 going.
Yeah, I still like the way that Piplup hugs the left side, trying to get a wall cling on the column of Pokemon Stadium 2, but I guess sometimes it's just not meant to be. That was still so close and competitive, though, absolutely showing that Piplup can pull this off. Game 1 goes to Shaneak, but Game 2 could be a different story.
Could be a different story, and I just, like I said before, just a little bit of nerves from Piplup. Going to Kalos here, again, another stage that Piplup could use for wall hanging as well, just trying to slow things down against Shaneak here. A simple back air, sending Shaneak over to the left-hand side. A little cross up there with the back air from Shaneak and falling aerial, just trying to push Piplup to the left-hand side, but a good response. With a down tilt, tries to go for the nair, it's just not going to come quick enough, and Shaneak is able to respond in time and force Piplup back.
Yeah, but the way that Shaneak just knew to tech out of the Greninja drag down shows so much matchup experience, and especially hopping around all of this attempted stage control from Piplup. It's building it up further. There's your up smash. Shaneak not quite going to take the stock yet, but still exerting so much confidence.
Oh, tries to go for the trump on Piplup. It's not going to work that time, but still has got all that percent. And Greninja is a purple frog right now in trying to get back on stage. All that percent. Oh, the little bit of recovery from Inkling, trying to force the situation of Piplup. He can stay with the wall hang, but it's really trying to survive here in his first stock. It's really tough. But does it?
Piplup's
really from
back.
Piplup. Oh, tries to take it with the forward air, with it really dominant response, a good counter-attack, one might say, for Piplup again, using those fairs and finally gets a fair look at that percent.
Yeah.
And the first stock goes Piplup's favour.
Counter-picking on the stage as well to make all of those options available. Shaneak will immediately equalize with an up-air KO, but Piplup, so impressive, perhaps more impressive at the moment. But Shaneak is just going to keep to the center stage and say, if you go anywhere near me, you're turning purple again.
Yeah, I think Shaneak as well caught Piplup a few times with trying to go for the, well, Piplup was going for the nair and would catch Piplup with the roller on the landing there that time. It happened in a few cases. It could happen again, using the roller to check. Well, I think I probably expected a tech there for Piplup, but in the end it's gone Piplup's favour. Oh, but still at 100%, really needs to try and get things back in terms of percent. Both on 2 stocks apiece here.
Ooh.
Going low that time, staying off stage, just not going to recover quick that time. A little bit more patience from Piplup. Jumps over the roller again, very dangerous. Good parry from Shaneak. Forward throw, got to send Piplup over to the blast zone. Got to be careful for the trump again.
Yeah, exactly, knowing that the up throw wasn't going to connect into any sort of booyah situation, so just going for the extra ink that the forward throw puts on. Piplup very much at KO percent now, but not to any kind of combo. It has to be something stray. The down tilt is the stray hit that's going to give Shaneak a big advantage in game 2.
Yeah, and that's twice now that Piplup in both games has been caught by down tilt on ledge, just sending him to the blast zone, really difficult to deal with. Using that, Nair goes for the back air combination that time, wants to follow up, but Ink pushing back. Piplup doesn't want to commit to getting that aerial off stage. Gets the down tilt into the up smash, doesn't get the connection to send him into the ceiling that time, but does get plenty of damage. But Shaneak, what a response from Shaneak, just straight up, no fear, getting stuck in on Piplup. But look at that, gets the grab, gets the parry, gets the up air, might get another one here. Piplup just has to recover in time and try and get back into it. Again, catching Piplup a lot of jabs and managed to be pulling off. And again, we've got another purple frog, plenty of ink damage. Tries to go for the 2-frame with the down tilt, can't get it in the end, but Shaneak really in control.
The Pokemon XY music can't save you here. You're caught in a Shaneak throw once again, forced to counter to try and get away from that situation. Another clever recovery, but Shaneak's there on the ball, and there's the back air to take game 2.
Yeah, well, from game 1, you know, Piplup, it was just an unfortunate case of SDing really that caused the problem. In that case, Shaneak was just really in the driving seat, especially after that second stock. It was really difficult for Piplup, especially off stage. Off stage, Piplup recovering. Inkling recovery was just really forcing an issue and making Piplup really think smart, like think carefully about how to recover in any given situation, especially going low. Recovering low was really a problem for Piplup. They might have to sort of mix things up. Wasn't able to get a few substitutes, but they're going to go back to Chaos here for game 3. It could be Piplup's last game this tournament unless they can get a good response and take things to at least a game 4. Shaneak trying to cement his place in losers semis, but Piplup getting the first bit tough percent. Still sitting on 42. Initial exchange from Shaneak, getting the berry again and just tries to follow up. And can get 85%. Piplup really needs to just try and get him in control in neutral.
Yep, Shaneak is freestyling at the moment. This is the most comfortable we've seen the Inkling in the past 3 sets. It certainly wasn't comfortable against Biamu at all. And then Mace Beans, how can you be comfortable with any character against Steve? Well, Piplup has somewhat let the guard down. No dismay to them because it's been a difficult task, but Shaneak is in our UKPR for a reason in that top 10, making it so hard.
Oh, just about gets out the jab, but Piplup jumps back into the jab. He didn't expect that time. And I just said before, has to recover high, Piplup. You did see it in that case with the Hydro Pump, going a little bit higher than ledge, not avoiding the 2-frame and avoiding any sort of recovery from Inkling to try and force a mistake from Piplup. And got in control of the stage here, keeping Shaneak at the ledge, goes for the water shuriken, 2 water shurikens, goes for the third one for the back air, doesn't get it in the end, but Shaneak punishing any sort of small mistake that Piplup has made. What a response from Shaneak.
Yep, even such a quick character in the air like Greninja who can get those back air KOs off the side, still couldn't contend with Inkling earlier in that situation. But nevertheless, it's time for another big combo. The down air's not going to KO, but it's a little bit of extra damage on board. And to say, hey, I could take your stock whenever I want, pal.
Piplup, goes for the Shadow Sneak to try and mix things up, but Shaneak is well aware of what's going on, and I really thought Shaneak was actually going to follow that initial down there with another one, but what a response that is, another good substitute from Piplup. Read the roll, but mashes just about in time, it avoids any sort of up smash from Shaneak. A good response is needed from Piplup, but we could get one here, down tilt to up smash, forcing disadvantage for Shaneak, but gets back really safely. Trying to control really the stage rather than trying to go for the punishes on the aerials, and it's going to get paid for by a simple burial again. Piplup has been getting caught out by Berry.
Yep. Oh, well,
roller.
Let's equalize. You know, only one of these two players is on their tournament stock right now. Piplup absolutely cannot afford to lose this one, but keeping it even and in fact winning, which is a huge testament to the adaptations that have been made, considering how far Shaneak was getting ahead in the first stops.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good nair there from Shaneak, beating the Greninja there actually in the process. Piplup is opting again just to try and control the stage rather than go high for these aerials. I think a little bit scared to really contest with Inkling's aerials again. Forced off stage, Inkling getting a little trade, and it's going in the Inkling's favour. Shaneak forced into a situation by Piplup and actually takes the start. That's brilliant for Piplup. Absolutely brilliant. Just a few aerials, few nairs in neutral, into a down tilt, into an up smash. Really is going to save Piplup's tournament stock and keep him in this tie.
Do you think when we lost signal of the cameras and the gameplay just before the set started, there was some sneaky modifications made to make Greninja's neutral air larger? Why were they reaching? They were so huge!
They last long. They last long. They're like mushrooms in a fridge. They'll last a long time. They'll last a long time. Not that you should eat bad mushrooms, by the way, everyone.
Yeah, get them on the Korean barbecue. Love a bit of a hot roasted mushroom. But what we're going to see is some hot gameplay action between Shaneak, who is 2 games up, and the returning Piplup, 1 game up. Small battlefield is not the most disadvantageous for Greninja by any means. The up smash is still going to connect quite reliably here. It's not like, for example, Yoshi's story that Piplup almost certainly would have banned because the move simply doesn't connect there.
Yeah, and I think as well, Piplup is able to sort of catch Shaneak more on these platforms, which could go in his favour with the down tilt up smash. You know, if Shaneak hasn't read with the tech roll or anything, misses the tech, could go in Piplup's favour. But likewise, Shaneak can use these platforms to extend any sort of ladders with their aerials and cause issues. Inkling tries to dip back in stage Shaneak. This time, Piplup tries to go for the back air, but again, is hit by the roller. Not opting for the smash attack this time. Goes for the aerial, the fair, just to force Piplup off stage.
Respects the mash that Piplup has been exhibiting throughout the sets. It's not like roller is something you want to mix up your timings on like a Rob or a Banjo down the road. You just want to get out of there as quick as you can, and you want to get back to the stage, just barely managing it. No substitute counter because the splat bomb was too high up, and now we have a back throw to take Piplup's life.
Well, Piplup was nearly stage spiked initially and just about recovered in time, but Shaneak isn't going to make the same mistake twice and actually finally take the first stock here in game 4. Few aerials, got the spike! Doesn't opt for the other one, goes for another aerial. Shadow Sneak again from Piplup, forced into disadvantage. These back airs are causing such an issue for Piplup to get back onto stage. Finally can get a nair and force Shaneak into disadvantage. Uses the platform just to alleviate some sort of pressure. Again hit by the roller. It's something Piplup is going to have to watch out, but can respond
there you
like
go.
that. Wow, what damage from Greninja to take finally the first stock of Shaneak.
So now we have a semi-neutral type situation, but those rollers, any one of those that hits is going to take the stock. So is the up throw, up air. Piplup now forced once again into the lose. Oh no! The last one you'll have. You need to be staying on the stage, pal. This is a bigger disadvantage than we saw in the previous game, and we really need to see some effort put in to overcome this.
Yeah, I think Piplup was a bit nervous to land on shield with the substitute, so just went a little bit further and actually ended up going off stage and nearly causing themselves a real big issue. But he's managing to try and bring this back in terms of percent. 45% on the second stop of Shaneak, but can respond. Look at that, a few grab. Has to avoid the splat bomb that time. Here it comes again, trying to ledge trap Greninja, keeping right next to the corner. Look at that, a nice back air, goes for the real surprising spike. Doesn't pull it off in the end.
Yeah, it didn't surprise Piplup. Saw it coming, held all the way out to avoid that follow-up. And Piplup is doing what was asked to try and bring this back, but no, actually.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant.
Save one another down there. A moment of peril when it looked like Piplup had the edge guard on lock, but that parry would have led to a KO. This time, maybe it won't.
Third time's the charm, maybe. Let's see it. Oh, no, we're not going to see it, actually. Shaneak gets the response. And Piplup was so smart to recover on the other side of the stage, low, all around the bottom of SBF, as Shaneak was really causing an issue, and finally does cause an issue again. We've seen it so many times throughout this set. Back air taking the stock of Piplup and taking the set. 3-1 to Shaneak. Wow, what a to and fro game, you have to say. Piplup, a valiant effort, is gonna finally be eliminated, I believe, into 5th position.